I'm just going to ignore that so that I don't lose motivation to record this video. Okay. Alright, so to start with, I am going to moisturize my face. Let's just... So this is Kama Ayurveda rose water first. And this moisturizer from Glow Recipe. This is Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer, and I'll just use a pump of it. So for my lips, I've used Laneige Sleeping Mask. If it's visible on here, alright. And let's start with color correcting now. So I'm using this color corrector from Vasanti, or if it's an Indian brand, it might be Vasanti. I'm not really sure. Alright, so this is in the shade Liquid VO2. There are just a couple of shades in this, not too many. So I'm using this light orangish, light peachish, and I'll use it under my eyes like so, wherever I have pigmentation, around my mouth and on my forehead. It's not super pigmented. It corrects well, but then it settles quite skin-like. It doesn't have a lot of color in it, so that's good. So it doesn't end up looking orange, right? Alright, so you see the difference? It has corrected the pigmentation so well. Alright, so moving on to the next step. I'm using this foundation from MAC, and it's in the shade NC27. This is Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15. I usually use this during daytime, not during the nighttime, because it has SPF. I don't like to wear SPF foundations all the time, but during the day it's fine, I guess. And it has beautiful coverage. It's not too heavy, and I'll just take a little bit of it. I do have a pump for it. I don't know where I kept it, so I'll just take a little bit of it, just that much. And I'm not going to do a full heavy face of foundation. I'm just going to use it wherever it's needed. So let's use this small brush, and I'll just spray it a little bit with this fixing spray. Alright, so tap 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 on my hand, and then I'm going in and just placing the foundation in sections, and then I'm going to go with my beauty blender, and again same motion, tap tap tap. It's a beautiful coverage, right? And the color match is also spot on. So I'm not going to put it all on my face in one go like it's done on Instagram and other, you know, places, but I'm just going to go in sections so that it doesn't dry up and kind of build up in one area and looks cakey later on. I don't want to do that. I'm just using tiny bits of it wherever needed. So it's kind of very light coverage that I'm doing with this. And now the other side. So on my neck area, I'm not going to cover a lot of it because it's really late at night and I'm going to remove this anyway and going to sleep. So just to show you guys, I don't usually tap the beauty blender on my neck. I drag it a little bit because I don't want that much of coverage on my neck, right? And if you put a lot of product on your neck and then you tap the beauty blender and not drag it, it will really take, first of all, a lot of time, and then you don't need that much coverage on your neck because it's going to, you know, gather all in these lines and it will crease so bad and it will show up in the pictures. It doesn't look flattering. Let's do a highlighter. So for that I'm going to use Maybelline. This is Instant Age Rewind Corrector. This one. This is in the shade 150 Neutralizer. And again, I'm not going to go directly in with this because I don't want that much of a coverage. So I have it here. And with the beauty blender, I'll just because it's lighter than the foundation I used, so it is kind of going to lift up the parts of the face that I put it on, and the other part of the face will look comparatively darker. Just use the remaining of it on my eyelids and drag it. Again, I don't want a lot of coverage here, so I'm dragging it because I want minimum amount of coverage on my eyelids. Right. Alright, so next step, I'm going to use some powder and using this one is Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. This one. Alright, So I have it on the lid here. I'm going to use a little bit of it, tap off the excess, and really I don't want to bake it, so I'm going to dust it off right away. I've used powder before and I'll do contouring later because I'm going to use a powder contour and not liquid contour. So that's it. And for my under eye, I'm going to use this one that's called, again, from Laura Mercier, Secret Brightening Powder for Under Eyes. This one here. I really like this one. Contour, I am using Hoola from Benefit. This one. I'm not going to go too, below my cheek. Very light. Not doing too much of it, but kind of creating that shadow to give your face a shape, right? My face a shape. Alright, so after this, I'll just use a small brush that I use for setting my under eyes. I'll just use that one and I'll contour my nose a little bit. I'm going from under my eyebrows, so right where actually the middle of my eyebrows, and then from there I'll bring it down and I'll contour this part as well. So right from here I want to give it shape, right? I have a little dent here, so I like to add a little bit of contour to it as well, just to make it look deeper. And next I'm going to use a powder blush, Desert Pink, and I'm going to use this brush. My brushes are from Morphe usually, or I have some from Elf as well. I really like Elf, it's quite affordable and good quality. So I'm going to dust it off, and again I'm going to place it right above where I contoured and going to mix it with the contour. I don't want my contour and my blush to look kind of different. I just want to make them one, right? So here and like the trend, I'll put some on my nose and I like to put it on my chin as well, just a tiny bit of it. Next, let's go with my eyebrows. So I'm using this one from Benefit. It's called Precisely My Brow Pencil. And I'm going to quickly fast forward it because otherwise this video will take forever to me. I'm going to take this one from Maybelline. It's their nudes palette. And I'm going to take a round brush. Which color? So I'm just going to take a brown from here. Let's take this one and this one. Okay, I'm going to mix it. And create some depth over here because I have hooded eyes. Too bad. Not too bad. I like my eyes. So, like that. Where's my ruler? Right, and I'll use the lighter of the two and go under a little bit. Alright. Next, from the same palette, I'll take this color right here. It doesn't have names, so I'll just take it on my finger like this. And I'm going to place the product. We're going to use the brush later to blend it more. I'm just placing the product in the places I want. Right. Using that on the other eye as well. And using the same brush that I used in the first place to put on the brown, I'll just dip it lightly in this shade that I just used. Anyway, alright. I'm going to use this one from Huda Beauty, the Ruby Obsessions, and I'm going to take another round brush from, I don't know which brand, but it's a round brush. And let's take this one in the middle. It's called, sorry, it doesn't have names. So yeah, just dip my brush in it, just tap off the extra, and here I'll just place it on the outer corner and kind of blend it in my crease upwards, just giving it a gradient effect. I don't want to place it here, I'm just placing it on the outer, somewhere after the middle and the outer corner, between the middle and the outer corner, and blending it upwards. And then I'll put on some lipstick. I'm going to be using Velvet Teddy from MAC. I'm not lining my lips or anything, and the balm is gone too, so I don't have anything on my lips, but I'll still clean it up once just to make sure the lipstick stays longer and doesn't bleed out. And now I'll just quickly do my liner and my eyelashes off camera, and I'll see you soon. Alright, so I have applied the eyeliner and I have done my eyelashes. I'm going to quickly apply some highlighter. This is Hyper Real Glow from MAC. I'm going to use Get Lit and Gleam Sheen. Just a little bit on my nose, and a little bit here. That's all. That's the finished look. Let me know how you like this look in the comment section below, and please do consider subscribing. Bye.